The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5. Get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBA SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No, me, no the voice, no guy. It's me, really real, feeling real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service.
How about if you sweep it out?
What's the point? I can't do anything right.
You'll do fine.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Yeah, man. I should have just went with New Orleans. Like, I should have just double locked it, and we just both been on New Orleans. Because even though they probably had no business winning that game last night, the Dallas Mavericks happened. And it's amazing. I should have went with them. And I should have went with my first option. When in doubt, just take Detroit. Just take Detroit. It's okay. I got cute. Sorry, not a good day. Well, I still had money on New Orleans, so it was actually a good day. But could have been better. Could have been a lot better here. 14 games in the NBA today. Only 2 teams are not playing today. Scott, do you know what those 2 teams are? Scott Studio Reichel. Scott, what's going on?
Scotty, beat me up.
Surprise.
So I'm not peeking. I'm just going to try to guess. I don't remember Boston playing today. So I want to say Boston's one of them.
Yes.
And then I'm trying to think of who the other one would be. It has to be a team that played yesterday because it would make no sense.
You would, yeah, it would. You would think it would be a team that played yesterday.
So I just have to think of. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I don't want to take too much time, but I know Boston's one of them. Indiana, I think, is playing against. They're playing Milwaukee, so that's not going to be Indiana. I have no idea. Who's the other team?
Oh, I don't know either. I did the math and I was like, 14 times 2, 28. Only 2 teams aren't playing.
It's Golden State.
Oh,
it's Golden
okay.
State.
There we go. Golden State's second one. All right. There we go. Golden State, Celtics. Only 2 teams not playing today. Other than that, we got a long slate to get through, so we've got to hurry up and get through it. Let's go ahead and start with, well, Scott, I mean, it's crazy. 14 games on the slate, and this is how we got to start.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. The Washington Wizards on the road going to play the Charlotte Hornets. Combined record between these 2 teams, 14-42. It's not good, is it?
No. But the Hornets did cover yesterday, so we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Not to get sidetracked. Shout out to Cleveland.
Cleveland is just a place where sports go to die.
They made 24 threes and still didn't cover, which is hilarious. But shout out to the Hornets for covering.
And it's crazy because they really got going in the second half.
Yeah.
All right. Hornets laying 5.5, 232.5 is the total injury report. And we have for these 2 teams, not going to have anything for Charlotte because they did play yesterday. But Bilal Coulibaly, questionable. Marvin Bagley, also questionable. Cam Whitmore is out. All right. Lay 5.5 with the Hornets or take the Wizards. We played.
I was going to say the Wizards do have a rest advantage because they did not play yesterday, and the Hornets had a high-scoring game that was actually close. Now, LaMelo played well yesterday, but I do want to point out it does appear.
Shout out to the threes.
Yeah, shout out to the threes. It's a shame Steph had to betray the underdog entry.
I know,
but
man.
Anyway,
like, what?
Bummer.
We were cooking. It was easy. It was so easy.
They also pulled everyone early because once they benched Draymond, they went crazy and they blew the game open. So Curry didn't play for the last 5 minutes of regulation. But either way, point is LaMelo played well, but it does appear he's on a pretty serious minute restriction because he's averaging 25 minutes basically for the last week and a half. So look, the Wizards we know stink, but they can occasionally be competitive. The Hornets can't guard anybody. I think I am going to go Wizards on principle. I mean, you played the drop, so I know that does automatically cause us to at least look towards the dog first. The Wizards can be competitive. They covered against the Spurs. They hung in there. The Hornets could easily bury this team, but at the same point, I don't trust them on a back-to-back when they're actively not guarding anybody. So give me the Wizards in this one. I didn't mind the over in this game, actually. I think you're going to see some points between these two teams.
Would you like to know something so funny?
Is it
I have
David
I have
Hornets,
the Hornets. I have the Hornets with 6 back-to-backs this season. This could be, a little bit off information, but I right here have them for 6 back-to-backs this season.
Okay.
Do you want to know what their ATS record is in those back-to-backs?
Well, somebody posted in the chat they're 5-0.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Which I did not know, but I'll go with the over and call it a day. But I'll pick Washington in this.
Oh dear God! What do you mean? I would like to assume that they were a dog in a lot of these spots, though. I think
I have to imagine they were.
That's different for me. The fact that they're laying 5.5 points here is just. At that point, I can't take them 1-3 this season as a favorite. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. So,
and for better or worse, I'm going to ask. I know there was a min restriction involved. Would you be shocked if LaMelo didn't play today?
No, I wouldn't be shocked.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I
think he is going to play. I will say I do think he is going to play, but I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be like, oh well, yeah.
I think he's going to play too. But my point is, like, there's a chance they just sit everybody and call it a day. So, like, I have no idea. So I'll go with the Wizards. But shout out to David for pointing that out. I would never have guessed the Hornets were undefeated ATS on back-to-backs. I never would have guessed that in my life. So I'll go Washington, but I prefer the over.
A little bit of a revenge game for the Wizards, too. They lost 139-113 to the Charlotte Hornets earlier this season. What was that? First game of the season, actually. Yeah, that was the first game of the season. I remember that. It was on Charlotte. All right. Let's see here. We got next on, first, I just want to remind everybody. Oh, well, I'm on Wizards. Okay. The total's at what, 232.
Charlotte's not even trying to guard anybody. Just give me points.
Yeah. All right. Just remind everybody real quick, make sure you go get all of our picks and podcasts, NBA, WNBA, MLB, NHL, all of that. You can get all of our picks and podcasts on the SGPN network over there in the SGPN app. All you got to do is download it for free. Just type in SGPN in your app store, Google Play Store, wherever you get your app store. All right. Now we on the next game of the slate. Scott, your Brooklyn Nets on the road. Going to play the Philadelphia 76ers. 76ers laying 9.5. 218.5 is total. Injury report. And we have Cam Thomas, Hayward Highsmith, Drake Powell all out. Joel Embiid is probable. VJ Edgecombe is questionable. Quentin Grimes is questionable. Dominic Barlow is questionable. Kelly Oubre is out. Shannon Waffer's out.
Nets have been feisty lately. I'll put it that way. They've been competitive in a lot of games. Embiid playing is a big deal, though. He had a very good week a week ago, and then he missed 2 games with illness, because of course he did. But the Nets should have no answers for him. Maxey's a great player as well, but do you think 10.5 is too many? Because at first glance, I thought it was a pretty big line, and I actually didn't mind the Nets. The Nets have been good lately, at least at covering numbers, keeping games close. They're better than you might think. I'll take the points.
I feel like it's been a little while since I've personally been on here talking about a 76ers game. I'm trying to remember the last time down. I feel like
a 76ers game with Embiid in it.
Yeah, like a minute since I feel like I haven't talked about the 76ers in a while. When's the last time I've had to talk about the 76ers? They're still good ATS, man. 17-9-1 on the season, 7-3 over their last 10 games, and you could potentially still have Jay get it. It's going to be tough for Brooklyn to guard all these options. I think the team total for the 76ers is live in this spot. Not really committed to the Nets on defense side of the ball. I think the offense sputters at times. It's a lot of Michael Porter Jr. I would be so much more into this Nets team if Cam Thomas was playing. But if it's not Michael Porter Jr. taking, taking things out of the equation with this scoring, then nobody else is really doing anything. And I just not that much of a believer. I like Jordy Fernandez though. I can't say that enough. Like
He is
despite
such a good coach.
yeah, it's multiple times that I watch the games. Whenever I do actually watch the game, and I'm like, man, it's not like it's his fault. Team just sucks. Ownership probably sucks too. Yeah, you got faith in that. It is a lot of points, but like 76ers run away with this. I wouldn't be surprised.
Same here, but I just want to give the Nets props who've actually been better than anticipated. Because a lot of the young players looked really bad to start the season. And some of them are getting a bit more run. Wolf looks fine. Demon looks okay. I saw Traore got some minutes last game. Point is, though, look, the Nets aren't a talented team on paper by comparison. But they play hard. And sometimes that's enough. So I'll take the points.
I'm going to fade him. Give me Philly. Get it done. Still, one of the best. What is like top 3?
By the way, Rye,
ATS
a local Sixers fan, will be in attendance for this game. So,
all right, hey, send us a video, send us some content for sure. All right, let me see. Coming off of what's the Brooklyn? Because I swear, I feel like Brooklyn off of a win is like a really bad bet. I don't have that intel in front of me, but I feel like they're just horrible after a win. Let's see, ATS after a win. The Brooklyn Nets are 2-5. Okay, I knew it was something to that. All right. I'll fade them after they got that win against Toronto. Give me 76ers win by 10. 218.5 is total. Yeah, my concern is that Brooklyn's not going to score. And Philly could possibly run it up. I think it's more liable that Philly also just does enough. Like, literally just does enough. It's not like they're going to cover this by a large margin. If you got Philly minus 12, you might be a little concerned because it might be an 11-point win here and not that many points. I'm with Thunder.
For the record, they played twice this season. First game landed 234. Second game landed exactly 218. So,
wow, two sides of the spectrum.
The Nets did score less than 106 in both games. So that could be a reason why you want to take it. If you want to go over, Philly team total over. If you want to go under, Nets team total under. Is that basically the idea?
Yeah, I agree.
All
right. Before we get to the next game to slate, Gad, talk to you about Kalshi. We partnered up with the Real Money Prediction Market, legal in all 50 states. You can trade a whole bunch of different markets: NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL. Plus, you can even lock into politics, entertainment, and the weather. So make sure that you go and you do that. Make sure you trade anything over there on Kalshi. Head over there. New customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That is Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog. Scott, we were so close to the Underdog lineup.
Curry. What a shame. He was really terrible in the first half. That's why I ended up losing. But
and that's what it was. He started like 0 for 6 from 3, and he was like 3 for 11.
I don't think he missed a shot in the entire third quarter. I think he just went crazy, and then they blew the game open.
Yeah, the third quarter is what blew that Magic. And we said it, like, if like Curry, like third quarter is what blew my Magic money line. I felt
well,
really
that and Draymond getting benched, because once Draymond got benched, they killed that damn team.
Yeah.
Well, we'll mention that the next time the Warriors play. But yeah, Draymond getting benched last night was a story.
No, but like even before the benching, I was just watching the first half. I'm like, Steve Kerr really doesn't know what he's doing. For a guy who preached that you have to have a limited rotation to kind of get guys going throughout the entire portion of the the Olympics.
Yeah.
When he was talking about like this is why these people aren't playing. And then you watch his game and he starts and he puts 11 people into the game in the first, like, it feels like the first quarter. Like the first half, he had 11 people playing already.
Yeah, he was just trying to experiment. But I do want to point out, once Draymond did get benched, the Warriors outscored the Magic 54-26 to end the game. So that's what happened to your money line. Draymond got benched and they basically doubled the Magic's points. But anyway, that's a separate point.
Does that count as Steve Kerr making a good coaching decision, and that's why I lost?
I mean, you could argue yes and no, because Draymond fled the entire building because he ran into the locker room as soon as he got yelled at. So I don't actually know, but whatever, that happens. What do they say? A broken clock's right twice a day.
Something like
Kerr
that.
at his moment, but either way.
Hey, you can have a moment over there with Underdog. Make sure you go over there and try to win up to 5,000 times your entry. Plus, they have Underdog Unwrapped, where you can unwrap tons of promos through the holidays. So make sure you go check out Underdog. Brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5. Get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBA SGPN. All right, let's keep it going. 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast now. And we have the Milwaukee Bucks going on the road to play their nemesis, the Indiana Pacers. Bucks laying 1.5 on the road. 218.5 is total. Injury report. And we have for the, he can't give you anything for the Pacers because they just played after getting the cover against the Boston Celtics yesterday. Giannis is still out. Torian Prince still out, except for Milwaukee Bucks. So relatively clean injury report for the Milwaukee Bucks, besides those we already know with long-term injuries. All right.
Well, Indiana looked good for a half against Boston and then completely fell apart. 10 out of
It was more than a half. They got 3/4 of work. It was really towards the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, I'll put it this way: 10 out of 10 tanking loss for Indiana. But the Bucks we know have been terrible with Giannis being out. Doc Rivers, I saw, threw Porter Jr. under the bus in one of the last recent games. It's not a good time in Milwaukee. I do want to ask you, though, with Milwaukee not playing yesterday, Pacers are playing yesterday. Does that factor into the game or not? Because I kind of want to go Indiana, but I recognize this team is absolutely bad. Like, bad. Both teams stink. If you wanted to play the drop, I wouldn't stop you because both these teams are really bad. But I'll take Indiana.
It was very close. It was very close. Hold on. I'm trying to this message in the chat for Kramer. But yeah, no, it was very close to getting a drop. I looked at the 11 wins and I was like, oh, too many. But you're almost there. They are almost there. And it's not their fault. Giannis isn't playing. Like, literally, this team was nothing without Giannis. Give me the Pacers. They kind of have this Bucks team's number. They're not afraid of them, like in any situation. And so I say they push the pace. You probably have Bobby Portis go in here and have a pretty good game. Pascal Siakam probably returns the favor and has a pretty good game.
You might remember they played earlier this year, and Giannis had that game-winning buzzer beater. So Giannis can't bail them out anymore. So Indiana,
and I have no faith in Miles Turner making any type of impact in this game at all.
Not at all. But the point is that Indiana,
if there was a revenge game that I would fade, is Miles Turner against the Pacers.
Yeah, but Indiana was actually competitive in the matchup recently or earlier in the year with Giannis playing. And now Giannis is out. So I'll go with Indiana, actually. Give me the Pacers. But there you go.
No, I didn't send it to Kramer yet, but I will. I will be sending that message to him because I just thought it was funny. All right.
Have you ever actually been to the live studio?
In LA?
Yeah.
No.
I have not.
I have gotten the offer to come and stay on the couch in the living room with God's Eye. I haven't taken it yet, but 2026 is going to be the year that I do so.
There's an offer? I thought you just show up and they'd be like, oh, what are you doing? What's up? How's it going? Come on.
Yeah, come on. I was also curious because I'm like, dang, like, do y'all got a shower in there?
Like Colby just opens the door, like, oh, come on, VMI plays in 5 minutes. It's like, all right, great.
And it's crazy. They offered the couch, but Kramer has a huge house. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like a whole like guest area that Kramer has in his house that he's just like, yeah, sure, somebody could probably stay there.
Probably, but I actually have not checked it out, but it's on my list. Let me know when you want to go. Maybe we'll meet up.
We should. I've never been to California.
Really? I was there visiting schools that all rejected me, but I went there a couple years ago. But yeah, I visited USC, and I missed the deadline for UCLA, so I did not get in. But I visited, so there we go.
All right.
But yeah, USC not even close. They just rejected me.
Yeah, they said no. Wow.
Yeah. Well, out of state, their acceptance rate's atrocious, but I gambled. It didn't work out.
Fun fact, I could have gotten into a program that would have helped pay for me to go to Stanford Law when I finished school. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah, should have did it. Might have been fun, but what? California? I'm an East Coast guy, man. All right, where are we at? Oh yeah, we're still in this game. Yeah, we're on the Pacers. 218.5 is total.
I'll actually go over in this game. I don't know if I trust Iverson to guard anybody. No chance I bet this game at all, by the way, but I'll go with the over. Doesn't it feel pretty low when I don't really trust the intensity defensively for both teams?
I understand it. I think and also like the pure shot making, not like the coached up, eight out of timeout, like just straight up go get a bucket, add to the total. It's not a lot of that in this game. So yeah, probably does go on. I think it goes under. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go under.
Okay, I'll go with the over, but once again, there are 14 games. This is not one of them that caught my eye. I'll put it that way.
Bucks 2-8 to the total in the last 10 games. Wow.
Okay.
No Giannis is like
They're so bad.
rough stuff going on in Milwaukee right now, man. Especially after what's the name? The Packers lost too. We're sick about that. By the way, I made a bet, so now I have to go on Green Bay radio this week and say bear down.
Nice.
Can't wait to do that. Honestly. All right. Oh, ew. We just talked about this game. We literally just talked about this. The Toronto Raptors on the road going to play the Miami Heat. Miami Heat laying 5.5. 228.5 is total. Injury report for these two teams, and we have for the Toronto Raptors. Where's Toronto? Oh, there we go. For Toronto Raptors, we have Jakob out. RJ Barrett still out, of course. For the Miami Heat, Tyler Hero is out. I mean, duh. Jovic is out. Larson's out. Yeah. Heat laying 5.5.
Both teams have fallen apart over the last 2 weeks.
They
Raptors
very
got
much
buried by the
have.
Nets.
They did get buried by the Nets in that last game.
At least Miami beat the Nets. At least they won a game, but they've been really bad too.
But Miami also lost outright to Toronto in this exact same spot because why? Because Miami was a home favorite.
Yeah, and we gave out Toronto money line in that game because of course we did.
And I mean, honestly, okay, you had a couple of games where they laid 8.5 against the Nets and they ended up covering, and then they were catching 7.5 against Boston and they got smacked. But other than that, they do what they're supposed to do. I'm having a hard time seeing the issue here. Miami is laying points. We're gonna go back to Toronto here. Toronto has looked horrible, except for their best win, which is beating Miami on the road. So I'm going to just continue to go with the trend. I'm not laying the points with Miami. I think this Toronto team is pretty solid. I think Jakob does make a difference, and I think that's going to add to Ware having another good game here. Momo spreading the floor probably helped them out here. I think we'll see points. Don't trust the Miami Heat defensively. Don't really trust the Toronto Raptors at all whatsoever, but this is a really good spot for them, and they could use another win. So I will go with the Toronto Raptors. Of course, I mean, I was never going to take Miami laying points in this spot.
Yeah, I'm really on the fence because I don't trust either team at all. I mean, they've both been really bad. Miami is 10-4 at home straight up. Toronto's a 9-6 on the road. I think I am going to go Miami actually in this game, but I do not feel good about it at all. I know it's a bolder stance, but look, you're a Knicks fan. You know the Knicks are solid. Miami hung in there. I mean, the game was close. They lost.
They were 7.5-point dogs too. I would have been on Miami.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. Miami hung in there. Brunson at 47. I mean, Ware at 28 and 19. That's also part of the problem here is that Toronto without Pirtle anyway, they might just get demolished on the boards. Now, Bam rebounding is always a 50-50 proposition, but Ware's been great. I'm happy he's finally starting again. But I do think that Ware has a good matchup. I do think that Miami offensively has been fine. I mean, their schedule has been pretty tough lately. Played the Knicks and the Celtics in back-to-back road games. Beat the Nets, lost to Toronto, lost to Orlando on the road. They haven't exactly had the easiest schedule lately. Toronto got buried in back-to-back games by Boston on a back-to-back with no Jaylen Brown. They got buried in that game and lost to the Nets by 15. So I'll go with Miami, but once again, not exactly a game I'm thrilled with. But I think Miami's struggles can partially be explained by schedule. And I do think the front court advantage for Miami is substantial in this game. So I'll take Miami. But if Toronto went outright, I would laugh because I could have easily seen this coming. But I'll go with Miami.
So I will take this the same way as I think close to what the last game did. Miami 1-10 is the play. Because I feel fairly confident that Miami is probably going to win this game by 2 or 3. And it's probably going to be off of offensive rebound, which is probably going to be really annoying for the Toronto Raptors. And they'll be looking at themselves very, very sadly again after this game. But yeah, I think Toronto is in this game. I think it's close. Miami 1-10 is probably plus money, probably a pretty decent play. I like the over 228. The lack of rim protection for the Toronto Raptors. I think Miami will be able to put up a total, and Miami can't defend anything. They're not even trying out there. Honestly.
Miami's at least playing fast again. At least they're entertaining. They had a bit of a rough patch there.
Last 10 games, Miami is giving up 120 points per game. Toronto's actually been really solid defensively through this horrible stretch of basketball they've been playing, but I think the lack of rim protection is going to be something where Miami is going to be able to exploit and be able to put up some points. So, especially with how much they want to get downhill and get to the rim. So, I like over. I think over is probably the better play that I like, but I actually do really feel good about this game. Over cashes, Miami money line, Toronto on the spread, all that together probably hits in my book. I got the script, Scott.
All
right. You're on over, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to take it under with Miami. Miami's back to playing very, very up-tempo games. Toronto's offense, though, is an eyesore. They really can't shoot. The three-point shooting on this team is a mess. So I wanted to mention that, too. They really might need to trade for a shooter, but I'll go with the over.
Multiple shooters. All right. Oh, here they go. Still on the 7 p.m. slate. We've got the Cleveland Cavaliers at home welcoming the New Orleans Pelicans to town.
Let's go Pelicans.
The Pelicans catching. The Cavs are laying 9.5 here. 245.5 is the total.
For the record, total was 238.5 last night.
Both of these two teams played last night, so I don't have an injury report for you. I will just sit here and say, if you call yourself a ball watcher, and it was actually a nationally televised game, so there's a good chance that a lot of people watched that Cavs and Hornets game last night because it was
fun. They can't guard anybody.
There's no reason that you should ever want to lay this amount of points with Cleveland right now.
And Garland was honestly great. Garland had a double-double, and they had 24 made threes, and they still couldn't cover the spread.
Yeah, I just don't understand how. I don't understand how you could watch that game last night. Cleveland you could see the opening line at 8.5 for Cleveland, and you could bet it up to 9.5. I have no idea how you can do that. The Cleveland Cavaliers look horrible, and they look horrible because they played so well and still didn't cover. Like David said in the chat, they shot the lights out. It's particularly in the second half. They shot the lights out. Didn't cover. To the Hornets.
Yeah.
I think the Pelicans are playing light years better than the Hornets right now. Yes, Derek Queen not being able to defend is a problem.
What is it again? 5 in a row?
Yeah.
We got an actual basketball team in New Orleans. They're winning some games.
5 in a row.
It's amazing what happens when Jordan Poole and Zion actually play games and you're not just burning $60-70 million on your bench because they're not playing. It's amazing what happens when you get actual talent back in your rotation. But this is pretty simple. It's Pelicans. We're not taking Cleveland at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. Pelicans plus 9.5. If you would like to get testy, because somehow Cleveland actually has won 16 games. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. Watching them over the past few, I'm surprised. I have no idea how they're 16-14. They should be way worse than this, but it's because the rest of the league is also not that good.
There are a lot of teams that are watching the AJ triple-double and they're trying to lose some games.
Miami Heat 1-10, Cleveland Cavaliers 1-10. That should pay pretty decently.
I'll go Pelicans team total over.
Yeah. I have no faith in it.
Just give me a bunch of points. Who cares?
No faith in the Cleveland Cavaliers to get any stops on defense. I honestly, at 245.5 is high enough where I only want investment in the Pelicans.
I really don't want to chase a total after missing a 7-point line move. So just give me New Orleans to score probably 120 in this game.
Agreed. All right. Next up. The Chicago Bulls. We're still in
rematch.
Still in the 7:30 p.m. slate, by the way. Chicago Bulls on the road going to play the Atlanta Hawks. This is a rematch. These two teams did just play where the Chicago Bulls got the win 152-150. Trae Young missed the game tying. Was it the game tying shot?
Yes, he went for the flop and didn't get it.
And they lost.
For the record, Trae was actually really good in the game, but he just flopped on the last possession and did not get rewarded for it.
Atlanta Hawks still haven't had a win since Trae Young has returned.
Yep.
0-3, 0-2 in games played, but 0-3 because, cancer. I mean, look, the Chicago Bulls are doing exactly what I said they would do. Exactly. They won 4 of their last 5 games. They've realized that we've dropped too far under 500. We need to get back to 500. They might even go above expectations and get a few games above 500 just so they can go on a losing streak and fall right back down to 500.
Are they like reverse Mike Tomlin, where they're like around 500, but they're never actually?
They're Jeff Fisher.
Yes, that's a great
Jeff Fisher.
They're the Jeff Fisher of the NBA. That's perfect. Yeah,
so
perfect.
Here we go.
Deja vu says you're taking Atlanta. That's the tricky part here. Deja vu has you taking Atlanta.
Yeah, the deja vu set does have me taking Atlanta, but like, do you want to back that, or do you want to back Narrative Street and just say that this Hawks team continues to lose with Trae Young?
You're asking me if I want to back a narrative that's anti-Trae Young? Come on, I've been preaching this for like 3-4 years. Fun fact: I've not seen JR in the comment section since Trae came back.
He hasn't. It has been a few games that he has not been here. And Trae, yep, that is true. That is true. But it's the holidays. Give him a pass. He'll probably hear this on the back end and be like, "Oh, now I got to make the next show."
Sorry, I've been busy with hockey. Yeah, I'm sure you have been. But
that's something he would say too.
Well, I'm going to ask you though about the over/under though. Last game was 300 points. Do you want to just go over again and just pick both teams to not guard?
Well, no. So deja vu principles. You're supposed to go under here.
Yes, that's why
I would go under 253 here. I would. This is the deja vu principle of you gave up 100. Both teams gave up 150 points. Yeah. There's no way you don't make any adjustment. There's no way you don't make any adjustment from 150 points. Like, I'm sorry. Now, granted, they could be 50 points better and still probably cover the spread.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it's going to be close. I think it's a high scoring game. It's just not 253 high. I think it's like 240.
Yeah, I'll go for 2 different plays in this game, but it's more exotic. One's basic, Giddey triple-double in this game. He was 1 rebound short last game. It was like 4-1 overnight. I snagged that because Giddey had 4-1 for a total of 253.5. Sure. Yeah, sign me up on that. So I have that in my pocket. Largest comeback, 10+ points. I don't give a damn who wins the game. Give me both.
Oh, yeah. This is that game. Mm-hmm.
Give me chaos. Let me actually pull it up what it is because I know DraftKings. That used to be a play that I used to give out last season. Yeah. But it always involved Hawks games with Trae Young because all their games involve a bunch of points where nobody guards anybody. But I do think there's some value on the largest comeback, 10+ points. Let me just see if it exists anymore. Did they get rid of the market? That would be a bummer.
Probably somewhere. It's probably somewhere. Maybe the Blue Book.
I don't remember the Blue Book ever having it. Either way, if you can find it, I didn't mind a largest comeback 10+. But yeah, apparently I'm so out of touch with the market that DraftKings removed it. So we'll see. But I think it'll be a very solid game to live bet. Team falls behind early, don't worry about it. I mean, the pace is going to be crazy. So, yeah, you might want to potentially try to find a nice plus money line on both teams over the course of this game. Could be the angle for you. So, yeah, I'll go with the Bulls just because I don't trust Atlanta at all. Mm-hmm. But I see a track meet again. So, give me chaos.
All right. Yeah. If I didn't say, but Dyson Daniels and Porzingis are out. Just throwing that out there.
Dyson Daniels the only guy that will guard defense, will play defense in that starting lineup. So,
yeah, I normally go to the church of the deja vu games. And it's at this point I do like the under still, but I can't take Atlanta right now. I'm kind of locked into how the Bulls are playing basketball right now, and I think the Bulls are going on their run. And this is when the Bulls play good basketball. So
Jeff Fisher, they got to hang around.
Yeah. They'll get there. They'll get 500, a little bit above, and then they'll come back down. Yep. All right. I'm taking the points. You're on Atlanta?
I'm going to go with Chicago because I have to go with my narrative, which is hilarious at this point. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
It's pretty good.
But once again, my main play is Giddey triple-double and some type of comeback or whatever the hell he can get.
All right, before we get to the next game, it's like, talk to everybody about Novig. Make sure you go check out Novig, #1 sports prediction market. You're getting the best prices on the market with Novig. Just go check it out. You might see, something that normally is minus 115. It might be minus 103 over there at Novig. Like, why would you not take that deal? Of course, download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend just $5. When you use that promo code SGPN, get on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. Also brought to you by Rhythm. Killing NFL, especially on those underplays, killing college basketball, killing NBA right now. Make sure you go check them out. Plus, hey, we got a promo code for you. You get 25% off your first month if you use that promo code SGPN25. That is SGPN25. 25% off your first month. Make sure you head over there to Rhythm, check them out, make your own prediction models, and run it up. Download Rhythm, promo code SGPN25. All right, let's get on to the final stretch of games here. We're at 8 p.m. on the East Coast. The Denver Nuggets are on the road going to play the Dallas Mavericks. Nuggets are laying 6.5. 235.5 is total. Dallas played yesterday. Denver played yesterday. Denver got the Jazz. Dallas lost to the Nuggets. I mean, it's kind of hard to I don't want to have recency bias because Denver looked great yesterday. And Dallas, I don't think they look great. I think Anthony Davis looked great. And then they fell.
He was so damn good last night.
So
it felt good to be right, by the way, because we had him in Underdog. He was so good last night.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Shout out to Underdog with giving us the injury as well. So we felt like it was a free play.
Yeah, we might give AD out more
or he gets hurt. Yeah. We felt like it was definitely a free play. I don't know, man. This Dallas Mavericks team plays them tough. They've gotten a win this season in Denver, catching 11.5. It's definitely different random times that this team is like slightly competitive, a little bit more than they should have been against Denver. I just don't think the Dallas Mavericks are good. I mean, is it just as easy as just saying, Denver just comes in on the road and just handles business, second leg of a back-to-back?
I think I'm going to go with Denver in this game. There's no guarantee AD even plays in a back-to-back, which is like a whole separate point. Flag was questionable entering the game yesterday. We'll see if he plays in this game. I like the over as my favorite play. I just see a bunch of points. I mean, the Mavericks had a total of what, like 240.5 against New Orleans. It didn't get there, but I find it weird the total was that high for that game.
I get it.
Yeah, but the point is, I do think you're going to see a lot of points here. I mean, I don't think Denver's suddenly a good defensive team. Denver jumped Utah, led 19-0 immediately, and coasted. I mean, that game technically went under, but it landed 247. They scored 135 points.
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas defensively has not been very good. First meet in the season had a bunch of points. First meet in the season landed 252. I love the over in this game. I think this total is very low. We saw in the first game, if AD plays, he can't guard Joker, and Joker can't guard him. So both teams might have a center or a power forward in AD's case that each drops like 30 points. Good enough for me. I got the over in this game. I just see a bunch of points.
Wow, both of these two teams are playing on Christmas.
Yeah.
Forgot the Mavericks had a Christmas game.
I'm sure Joker's thrilled to be playing on Christmas.
You think he celebrates Christmas? Does he celebrate Christmas? Is he a Christmas person?
I actually don't know what religion he is, but I'm going to say yes, but I have no idea.
I mean, he just like he doesn't look like he cares about anything else but those horses. So
I was gonna say his version of celebrating.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, also, you can't bring the horses to Denver. I feel like Denver is like a really good place for horses.
After winning a title, Denver should buy him his own personal ranch.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't know.
I don't know.
He says he goes home to see the horses, but like I feel like the horses There could be U.S. horses or like I don't
He
know.
might just have to expand his horse company and just bring it into the States.
I also don't know what the logistics is. It's not like just flying with a dog. So
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe it's a very logistical nightmare to bring horses from one side of the country to the other. All right, we'll go with Denver. I don't know. I feel like this is a trap line. Like something in my gut is just telling me like Denver's gonna just do something weird today.
I mean, they might,
It's gonna
but
be a weird
both
post game.
teams are on back-to-backs. Dallas fell apart, but everyone played a bunch of minutes. I mean, Denver took a nap for the last quarter and a half. I mean, Joker had a triple-double in what, like 2.5 quarters yesterday?
And if AD
Like, nobody played the fourth quarter. It
if
didn't
AD
matter.
plays after having that game last night, I think it rolls over. If I'm being honest.
Oh, that's why I like the over. I just see points.
I'm gonna go with my gut. Give me Dallas plus 6.5.
Okay.
Something in my gut's telling me this is a trap line.
I'm assuming you co-sign the over, though?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. My New York Knicks on the road going to play the Minnesota Timberwolves. This should have been the Christmas game, honestly. Minnesota in Madison Square Garden and in Madison Square Garden on Christmas.
Yeah. Well, in hindsight, you can't really flex out Christmas games because nobody thought Cleveland would be this bad. But
yeah, and that's the fun part about the league is that the schedule makers making the games like,
oh, this game's going to be great. Top two teams in the East. And it's like, no, not quite. Cleveland's like a play-in team at this point. But, I mean, the Knicks are preparing for it because they're sitting a couple of starters. So, at least they're potentially no-showing the game before the nationally televised game. So, at least that's a step in the right direction, I suppose.
Jalen Brunson is out. OG Anunoby is out. Gershon Yabusele is out. Deuce McBride is out. Landry Shaman is out. McBride and Shaman have been out for a little while. Jake McDaniels questionable. Joe Ingles is out.
It's the Kola Josh Hart backcourt. How do you feel? Minnesota, though, I don't trust against anybody. They beat OKC and then almost lost to Milwaukee, which is hilarious. Very on brand for Minnesota.
Yeah.
I don't really want to lay 8.5.
And then Chris Finch, like, is the Chris Finch going after the ref too?
Yeah.
And like, is him going after the ref and them all wearing the Prince gear?
Yeah.
And I'm just dying. I'm like, you guys are all wearing the Prince gear. We're having this unhinged moment right now. Like, it's really hard to take serious.
Am I wrong for thinking the Knicks are actually live in this game? Why would I ever want to lay 8.5 with Minnesota?
Yeah, I think that's where I kind of want to start with things. Like, how comfortable do I feel laying those amount of points with Minnesota in any situation at this point?
I understand without Brunson and Anunoby, it's going to be a bit rough. Defensively, without Anunoby, they should be pretty awful, for being honest here.
Mm-hmm.
But 8.5, I mean, we've seen Minnesota mess around against bad teams before. They've choked away leads, had that random loss to Sacramento. Like, I don't know if I trust Minnesota to fully lock in for 48. Is there a chance they're up 15 with 5 to go and the Knicks backdoor the game and lose by 6? Of course there is.
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility too. So I'll actually go Knicks plus the points.
So 2 games without Jalen Brunson this season. Unfortunately, both games were against Miami.
Yeah.
They did win the game and cover, which is very important. They were laying 6.5 in the first game, 1 in cover, 140, 132 without Brunson. And
I had Josh Hart triple-double in that game, so I remember that.
And then in the second game in Miami, they were catching 1.5, and they did end up losing by 2. Still covered 7.5 points. Yeah, so this is what happens. The Knicks do enough. They hang around. They're good. And then we get to the fourth quarter, and Ant shows up in the last minutes. And unfortunately, they don't have Brunson, and it's not as easy for the Knicks.
Yeah, I didn't mind Minnesota 1-10.
Ooh, Minnesota 1-10, Heat 1-10, and what was that? Cavs 1-10? That should be a pretty interesting day.
But I think Minnesota wins, but they don't really believe in style points.
Yeah, same. I'm with you. Let's take the Knicks plus 7.5. Yeah, Minnesota is like a better Cleveland to me. Cleveland just looks like Cleveland plays well and doesn't cover, and so they look like shit. Minnesota just legit does not cover games. Of the math in public. Of the 23 games as a favorite this season, how many do you think Minnesota's covered? You got 23.
I'm gonna say they've covered. I'm gonna say 9.
8.
Okay, all right.
8 and 15. 8 and 15 as a favorite this season.
It sounds right. I mean, just watching them play, it sounds like they let bad teams hang around.
6
Let's
and
check it out.
10. 6 and 10 at home. Like, as bad as the Knicks are on the road, Minnesota's equally as bad as home.
I think this is a very solid public fade of the day because the
Yeah.
public will be all over Minnesota. Like Brunson at 47, he's not going to play in this game. No Anunoby either. I think everyone's going to be on Minnesota, and
Mhm.
I think we both know what happens when the general public in betting is basically all on one side.
Yeah.
It doesn't go too well, so I'll go with the Knicks as my contrarian play.
Yes, the line has already moved up from Minnesota by a 6.5 to it flirted around 8.5. Is back down to 7.5. So
I have 8.5 listed on the show, so some books still have 8.5 if you want it.
yeah. So like, that's crazy. All right, easily Knicks here.
I'm surprised the total went up 3 points though. I like the under in the game.
I don't typically lock up the Knicks, but like, this is dangerous. This is dangerous territory, right?
It's a pure Minnesota read for me. I've
Yeah.
just been against this team playing big numbers all season. So
Yeah, I agree. 8-15 is a favorite. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Those are games you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
Those are the games you're supposed to cover. You're supposed to win. No, horrible. Okay. Let's next game up. We're in the 8:30 slate finally. We've got only one game here in this time slot. Oklahoma City Thunder looking for revenge. Playing the San Antonio Spurs. OKC's laying 5.5. Scott.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe from like in the beginning of the season, this might be one of the shortest lines OKC's had all year.
Yeah.
I mean, like, of course, they might have played like the Spurs and had what was the other one was 10.5. Like the other game was 10.5 for Spurs.
The NBA Cup one was a double-digit spread.
Minnesota closed at 5.5 when they just lost that game to Minnesota. But like, they're not getting numbers this low.
They let the Grizzlies hang around a little bit yesterday and then eventually blew them out in the final like 5 minutes to win by 16. But yeah, they have not been as good lately, but they're also probably bored. Now, let's be real. They're going to be the 1 seed anyway. Like, who cares?
All right. Nothing to report for OKC yet. We didn't see Chet play yesterday.
I imagine that was to set him up to play today, if I had to guess. But
I mean, because Wemby is questionable here today. I feel like you gotta throw Chet out there. And this whatever like rivalry is going on between Chet and Wemby right now. And it's actually like, I don't know. I feel like as the time goes on, it might get more interesting, but right now it's kind of funny. It's just funny to me. But because like the interview, who shot the interview? Why is cinematic interview like that? We never see an interview like that. I don't know.
wait, for which player? You talking about for the Wemby one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
It was like dark. I don't know. It was like dark. I don't know. It was like dark lighting.
I don't know.
Like,
Well, I thought it was like a bonus interview for the NBA Cup. Like they were doing mandatory press kind of thing. That's what I thought was happening.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, Wemby might not play for calf management. We'll see. But without knowing if Wemby's playing, I'll take OKC. Right? I mean, no offense to Cornette, but OKC, it seems like they managed the injuries yesterday just to get some guys to play in this game.
Yeah.
There's a chip on their shoulder. Wemby clearly isn't that interested because he might not play and he might be sitting this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go with OKC minus 5.5. As you said, you don't get OKC laying this small of a number that often.
Yeah.
So
honestly.
I'll go with the 5.5.
No, last time you did get it, Minnesota did beat them, but
yes.
I think this is a pretty good spot. I think
we're going to ignore that. That doesn't fit the narrative. We'll ignore that.
Doesn't fit the narrative. Very much fine with ignoring that. All right. I'm on OKC too. Like, especially if they get Chet back and they get the size back in the lineup. Like, I think they're going to be able to compete, make things a little bit tougher on Wemby. I understand how good the Spurs team. I think that they're mad. They're pissed off. They lost that game, and they come out here with some type of defensive masterclass to kind of make it hard on this Spurs roster to be able to get the good looks at the basket that they're looking at. And ultimately, I don't think that they're going to be able to slow down SGA in this one. and he's going to take over towards the end of the second half. Very close game. Should be an entertaining game. I will say, slightly concerned that OKC wins a close one. Very slightly concerned OKC wins a close one, but not sure enough. I'll take OKC laying 5.5.
If you want to back San Antonio, I don't mind Castle having a solid game, especially if Wemby's out. But that's my San Antonio take, quickly.
233.5 is the total. I like under. I
agree with you.
Scott, this is potential lock territory for me. This is an extremely high total, and I do get it, but I think this is the defensive masterclass. I do not think that OKC lets them get out at home here and just walk around skate free, just shooting the ball however they want. I think they come in here with a very, very good game plan. This Spurs team is good defensively as well. I do like them. I like how both of these two teams have been playing. I think this is a little bit of playoff atmosphere, and who knows? This could be some type of playoff matchup. Whether it happens early, whether it happens in the Western Conference Finals. If you ask old boy, the fix is in, that was his name. This is a Western Conference Finals matchup because this is the 1 and 2 seed. Because this is the 1 and 2 seed. Yeah, so this is a Western Conference Final matchup. You ask him. All right. Yeah, under. I feel very good about the under here.
I like the under too. Yeah.
All right. 9 p.m. The Memphis Grizzlies are on the road. Going to play the Utah Jazz.
For the record, I thought you were laughing about a different matchup.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, I would be laughing. I would be laughing at this too.
More for the cinema, but we'll get to that game in a few.
Come on, man. You know I love this team in this spot. Give me the Jazz plus 3.5 here. 243.5 is the total injury report. You had the Memphis Grizzlies who played yesterday, gave it as much as they could. Not good enough to beat the reigning champions and the Utah Jazz. Just not a good team on the road at all. But this is when everybody says, oh, well, Memphis was playing the defending champions. They should have lost. Now they're playing the Utah Jazz, who just got smoked by Denver, not knowing this team. Literally, it's an on-off switch. It's literally on-off. Flowchart, easy flowchart. Greatest flowchart of the season this far. You are profitable if you just, hey, Utah Jazz are playing basketball. Where are they playing at? Utah? All right, let's bet them. Anywhere else? No.
And we did it like Denver yesterday, so we just keep following it.
Yep. Just follow the flowchart. Like, it doesn't matter. Just continue to follow the flowchart. I actually have nothing else to give for this game. It's an easy flowchart game. Utah plus 3.5. Utah money line. They figure a way to get it done. It's probably more than likely a high scoring game. And honestly, Memphis has had issues with Utah in Utah before. They've had issues with Utah overall in the past, but definitely in Utah. So I will be all over the Utah Jazz here today.
Yeah, besides the, of course, home angle that we've been riding all season. Two other pieces of news. Kevin Love, probable. That matters. He had 16 and 16 last game. I actually like him. He's been giving them decent minutes off the bench. The other reason, for pure narratives, you know who might be playing in this game?
Who?
John Morant.
Oh, okay.
Give me Utah. Give
John
me
Morant
Utah.
narrative.
There you go. Got to throw it out there. We got some narratives in this league, and it's been pretty good to us this season. But John might play, we'll see. But Utah at home's good anyway. Kevin Love giving them good minutes in December is shocking to me.
Kevin Love playing minutes. Kevin Love playing minutes in December is shocking.
I mean, especially with the Grizzlies with no Edie, they can't rebound. It's actually a pretty big deal that you have Nurkic and Love, and if you want to throw in Filipowski for the hell of it, you can. Utah actually has size that can rebound against this team. That matters. I'll go with Utah.
We've been talking to the chat, but I haven't been putting the chat on the screen here. How much longer does Keontae have to kill before we talk about a potential all-star spot? The Utah thing is really like
that's what I was going to say. Longer than he should because it's Utah and nobody cares.
And Laurie had a lot of respect when he got his all-star bid, and that was pretty much how he got it. He had a lot of respect. I don't think Keontae has that respect, but
he's been great.
The play says that he should be all-star.
And I was anti-Keontae previously. I thought that he was a guy who had the ball in his hands a bit too much. But you know what? You proved me wrong. Guy can play.
He's so good that Isaiah Collier is now one of the best backup point guards in the league.
Just saying, like, I was not high on Keontae. I thought there was a bit too much volume there. No, he's earned it. He's been great. Props to him.
All right. Utah over. Yep. Now for the other game in the 9 p.m. slate.
This is the game I thought you were laughing about because there's one matchup. Of
No, this is a pretty laughable game.
They hate each other. That counts.
Yeah, they do. All right. Los Angeles Lakers on the road going to play the Phoenix Suns. I know the schedule makers didn't think this one was going to slap this hard before Christmas too.
No, you knew Dylan Brooks and LeBron were still going to be. They didn't think the Suns would be this good.
Yeah,
but Dylan Brooks and LeBron hate each other, and we'll see what happens.
Shout out to Ott.
Yeah, they've been struggling a bit more lately, but it's fine. Like they are better than anybody thought they were going to be.
Also, rewind a little bit. Memphis. Slightly impressed that you have 13 wins because I feel like you're way worse than that.
No, like we called up the head coach, but with Ja being out, they actually had a bit of a run there.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be a playing team, which is not bad when Ty Jerome gets a lot of money and plays 0 games. That's honestly not that bad.
Jesus Christ, he still hasn't played.
He's not played a single game and Edie's out again. But you know what? If they're a playing team with that injury history, props to them. They figured some stuff out. And Ja missing games. Props to them.
Suns laying 5.5 here at home. 227.5 is total. Injury report: Los Angeles Lakers. No Luka, no Rui, no Gabe Vincent. Austin
Reeves is a maybe though. That's the big
Reeves.
one.
Reeves is a maybe. If Reeves plays, even if Reeves is questionable, if Reeves plays, just go ahead and chop him up for like 30.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Reeves without Luka is one of the greenest green lights that I've seen for a Caucasian player. That is not the main player that
instead of Caucasian, do you want to just say American because he tossed out all the European guys?
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. For an American,
you don't have many guy. American hoopers.
Yeah, you don't have them. I think about it. Wait, American Concanimple.
I mean, you got Tatum. If you want to go just pure American white guy, you're running out of guys.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Very quickly.
You're running.
You have like Tyler Hero. Like you don't have many guys.
Tyler Hero. Ty Jerome hasn't played.
I'm saying if you're going American.
I didn't even think. I've never thought of it. I've never thought of it to think of it like between European white guys and American white guys. The European white guys are really up.
Yeah,
really.
The American white guys are very, very. I'd say 3-point specialist oriented, with the occasional center, and then you throw in Reeves, who's going crazy. But yeah,
it's a 3-point special.
Am I wrong? There are a lot of Corey Kisperts out there. Just saying.
Oh, Corey!
Just throwing it out there.
Oh,
but yeah, point is Reeves. He gets buckets.
Dude, he's third. No, he is so he's like I am very confident. Even with the questionable tag, if he plays this game, he's going for 30. Grayson Allen, the other American white guy, is doubtful.
Yeah,
and Jalen Green is still out.
For the record, Grayson Allen, 3-and-D guy. Anyway, you can move on if you want. It's fine.
Grayson Allen fitting the narrative.
Once again, you have basically Reeves and Tyler Hero. I mean, those are like the main guys that you'd think of, right? For
now when I get
white American scores.
When I get off the show, I'm gonna go into a deep dive of the best white American basketball players and kind of like make a little list here.
Yeah,
because now it's got me thinking. Because I just
you mean now? Or you mean,
everybody
or
together?
You mean ever?
No. I think we should go ever. Is it
fun
super
fact,
expensive?
By the way, fun fact: Steve Nash, Canadian, doesn't count for the record. Just throwing it out there. I mean, Jason Kidd. I don't know. I don't even know if Jason Kidd counts, to be honest.
I mean, we know the greatest one. It's Larry, right?
Wait, what?
The greatest American white guy to play basketball is Larry, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Bird.
Okay. Yeah. It's Bird. Yeah.
But
JJ,
once again, that's like
Stockton.
30. That's like 30, 40 years.
Somebody did put Steve Nash in the chat. No, Steve Nash is definitely Canadian.
I mean, if you're going scores, a part of me did think Mark Price. Like Price popped up in my head.
Okay.
But once again, that's still 90s.
Wow,
They're still pretty dated.
I did not consider the fact that like a good
and Bruce mentioned Steve Nash. Just Steve Nash, Canadian, doesn't count.
Yeah, I did not consider that a lot of the white guys that are very pure hoopers are not American.
And we're saying scores, by the way. So you're mentioning like Kuzi and some other guys. Like Kuzi, we know is a great passer. I don't consider him to be the scorer that we're talking about.
These are not guys that I would be pegging for 30 in this game.
Jerry West being mentioned too. I mean, now we're going like way back there. I mean, he is the logo, but yeah.
I think that
we've segued, but I think it's an important conversation to have.
I think that Scott saying it's a point of conversation.
I think it is. You gotta remember.
Scott saying it's the point of conversation.
Yeah, and Quiz is saying that Jason Kidd's mixed. I thought he was, so that doesn't even count.
Yeah, no, all the mixed people have to go in their own bucket.
Yeah, you know who also doesn't count? Blake Griffin, Jason Tatum. They don't count.
Yeah.
That's not what we're talking about.
Yep.
So, yeah, once again, not many white pure scorers out there. American. For a lot of European guys out there, they get buckets.
Yes, a lot of white. It's a lot of European guys.
Yeah.
Even the Canadians, like, wow.
Yeah.
I've never considered this to just think like just pure American white guy. I am going down a deep dive now. Okay, we are focusing on the Lakers and the Suns, which is actually a pretty good matchup.
By the way, last point, I see Kukoc being mentioned. He was 100% European.
Like the biggest European.
The dream team went out of their way to put Pippen and Jordan to guard Kukoc in the Olympics. He was not American at all. That is not what we're talking about. Anyway, sorry, you can continue. Sorry about that.
All right. Let's see here. So with this game, we're in Phoenix. What I do have here pencil for Phoenix is Phoenix at home is pretty good. Me in my head thinking the Austin Reeves thing really I think is going to be the difference maker for me.
I don't want to lay 5.5 with Phoenix. These teams actually hate each other. Like
they do.
There's some bad blood there. LeBron maybe goes after Brooks. We'll see what happens. We know last game was controversial, but the Lakers did lead by a ton in the fourth quarter and choked it. So I'm going Lakers at 5.5 if Reeves does play. If Reeves doesn't play, we can reconsider it. But I think Reeves might come back. He did practice a little bit earlier in the week. If Reeves comes back, I'll take the 5.5.
All right. Yeah, I think the Reeves thing would be the only thing that would make me consider not taking the Lakers here is if Reeves doesn't play. I know the Lakers haven't really looked the best over this span. They've kind of had some lineup things up and down. They are really solid on the road. 10-4 is 10-4 at home. I don't care what anybody says. Like this Phoenix team just kind of gets the juice at home. They kind of feel themselves. They're playing like a chip. Like they heard all the noise that we gave them in the offseason of how horrible this team is. Kevin Durant left. It's got them playing a solid level of defense.
I mean, you mentioned the cancer part earlier with a different team. Bradley Beal's not there anymore. Suddenly chemistry is a bit higher. Morale's a bit better.
Yeah. Wonder why that happened. It was a close game. LA got the win last time. I think it's still a close game too. Yep. Give me the Lakers plus points.
Yeah.
Because I really do think if Reeves has a game, like that's gonna be a thing that's gonna be too big to overcome, and that's gonna give the Lakers a chance to win if Reeves just walks in here for 30. Or even anything close. Like Reeves could have a triple-double in this game. Or, that's just how he plays when Luka is out. So
by the way, shout out to Quiz, who made a full list of white guys for a lineup. Shout out to Chris Mullen. That's a nice pull. It's a nice pull there to mention for underrated scores. I don't know if I'd have Big Country as my starting center, but I like the creativity there. I mean, Stockton at point guard sounds right. That sounds right in general.
Yeah. Chris Mullen, yeah.
No offense.
Somebody asked who was the
Big
best
Country, but I wouldn't have him as my starting center.
Everybody, hey, shout out to the person who said, "Hey, shout out to the Gordon Hayward run that happened." Gordon Hayward did have a run.
It's a damn shame that bank shot didn't go in against Duke.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward had a run, and you know what? I will definitely give him his respect for it.
Yeah, he was good, and then he went to Boston. His career, he got injured immediately, and it was over. Unfortunate. But
what if he never went to Boston?
Yeah.
All right.
Bummer.
We're both on the Lakers. Total is 227.5. I don't know. I actually think that's kind of close.
I don't know if I trust the Lakers to guard anybody. So if I'm picking the Lakers, I got to go with the over, right?
Yeah.
So it's correlated. Give me the over.
And plus, I'm also paying again. I'm probably going to be on some type of Austin Reeves ladder if he plays.
Yeah.
Whether it's ladder to points, the assist, or me getting down to like a triple double or something, some type of big play with Reeves is going to happen today. All right.
By the way, for the record, I would go small ball. Give me Kevin McHale at the center.
They threw White Chocolate in as the sixth man.
Okay. If you want to go back a point guard, I'm just saying Big Country. Okay, I would go small. Give me McHale at the center spot.
Somebody said Brad Miller over Big Country.
That's disrespectful. That's a bit disrespectful. Like I think Brad Miller was fun as like a stretch five, but that's a bit much.
Oh my god, I can't
Small-
believe this. I
give me the
can't
small
believe
ball
the
modern
chat got
center.
so much into this conversation. They've been talking. When did we stop talking about this? The chat is still going on this.
Give me the small ball center. Give me Kevin McHale at center.
All right, I can't wait for the people that are listening on audio. Like, oh my god, they got on this. Like, they got away from.
It's a good
basketball
conversation
talk
to
about
have.
this. Yeah, it is. I really did consider it. Like,
Mm.
we should have like some type of civil war where maybe we go North American, and so we get the Canada guys as well versus the Europeans. Yeah, let's do
That was
hemispheres.
pitched on a podcast. It said for All Star Weekend, it should be a race game. Somebody pitched that on a podcast. I forgot who pitched it, but I remember seeing it. Like that was pitched at one point. People would watch it. I mean, if that's
They
the,
would.
that's the whole point.
They would very much watch it, and I
Oh, that's a
think
good
people would
call,
be
Thad.
very
Kevin
committed to their
Love's a good
sides.
call. Kevin Love's a really good call for center. That's a great
Oh
call.
yeah, Kevin Love
It's a really
definitely
good
needs
call.
to make the cut.
Yeah.
Is Kevin Love Canadian?
I don't think so. He played at UCLA. I don't remember him being Canadian.
I mean, a lot of Canadians play basketball down here.
No, but I think he was local. I think he was from California.
Oh, okay.
But Kevin Love's a good pull. That's a nice pull.
All right. Man, yo, like Reese, like just go retire, Kevin Love, please. We're forgetting about how good you were.
Yeah.
But he was really, really good. Orlando Magic are on the road going to play the Portland Trailblazers. Magic are laying 1.5, 235. I'm sorry, 232.5 is the total. Orlando played yesterday. Portland played yesterday. No injury report for this. Both teams lost. Who bounces back? Again, I think that there's a level that Portland is good at. Portland can beat the bad teams. I think anybody with a pulse can pretty much handle them.
So you're going Portland.
Oh, I think Magic have a pulse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Portland, they'll beat the bad teams. Anybody that's like relatively decent with a good coach should be able to handle them. I'm not concerned. And then the Drew Holiday thing, like you said yesterday, they fell off a cliff when Drew Holiday got hurt. Like Orlando, yeah, they didn't close against the Warriors yesterday on the road, but like a lot of people don't do that. I'm still on Orlando here. I understand why people are betting Portland, but give me Orlando laying 1.5.
The truth is, a lot of this comes down, in my opinion, to Suggs. Because I can't stand watching this backcourt try to guard people without Suggs. It is a mess. Suggs is questionable. We'll see if he suits up in this game. Portland's, when they were competitive against Detroit, I mean, they were down a ton. Cade fouled out, and they still lost the game anyway. But they battled.
Oh, yeah, David is right. I forgot Portland is on a back-to-back. They're ironically this like really, really good team on a back-to-back.
I think I'll go Portland, but I'm not betting this game at all. I don't trust either team. If Suggs plays, I would consider Orlando. But if Suggs is out, I cannot stand this backcourt defense. It is ugly.
Yeah. I really do think Orlando should be able to get this done. But I did promise myself earlier this season I'm going to stop fading Portland on the second leg of a back-to-back. So give him Portland. I'm Benedicting already. Give him Portland plus 1.5. 232.5 is total. I mean, I actually do think like there is a level of points scored, but I think 232 is just too high for an Orlando total. So I will go under.
Yeah, for the record, I know that we're already at like an hour and 5, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. There was one account that I found called B-Ball Index on social media, and they basically take a bunch of basketball data and apply like report cards with percentiles to players.
Okay.
The Paolo report card, really, really not good. I believe his shot selection is an F.
Wait, who?
Paolo.
Oh, I'm weak.
According to his efficiency, overall shot-making efficiency, 19th percentile.
Ew.
F.
Yeah,
it has not been good. So, yeah, I wanted to mention that. So, watching Paolo without Franz has not been a fun time.
All right. Yeah. The Portland second leg of a back-to-back thing is just a trend that I just can't fade. As much as I disagree and think that Portland's going to lose this game, I can't. As a trends guy, I can't.
I don't trust Portland at all, but I don't trust Orlando either. So I'm not going to bet this game.
All right.
I'll take the over.
Detroit Pistons on the road going to play the Sacramento Kings. Pistons laying 8.5. 227.5 is total. Kings coming off of a win. They got that. What was that? That was the
That was
overtime,
the
1
overtime
point
game
win
against Houston.
Yep, overtime. Yeah, actually, let's just go ahead and handicap there. I was always going to fade them after that game.
Did you see that, though? We had a little glimpse of international German Schroeder on that game winner in overtime.
Yeah.
We had a glimpse.
Yeah, he hit that. It was a very, very big three. He hit it. Westbrook hit a very big three to send them to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of that was just what we said. And we'll talk about it. Well, maybe we'll talk about it next game. I see the opponent who they're playing this game, and I doubt it even gets to that level. But Houston has a problem closing games, and the Kings exploited it for a day. You were king for a day. That is it. Give me Detroit. Laying 8.5. They bury this team. Bury.
Really? You're taking the Pistons. You never take the Pistons. Anyway, I'll go Detroit, minus 8.5 as well. I think Detroit's, of course, a very good team. We'll see if they sit anybody after playing yesterday. Duran's minutes have been managed lately. So I don't know how injured he is, but he's playing like 25 a game at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he might play the back-to-back because they've already been reducing his minutes as we've been going. But the Kings aren't good. You know, a random win here or there is not going to make me suddenly reconsider my position. The fact is, I don't mind their young center, who I think's solid. I mean, anyone's better than Eubanks.
Yeah.
But I do think that Duran, if he does play, is going to demolish this front court on the glass. Good enough for me. Give me the Pistons minus 8.5.
All right. 227.5. Kings can't score. Just take the Kings team total under.
Okay.
I think Detroit plays a heavy style of defense here. I think the Kings struggle to get to 100, if I'm being honest. All right. And they're at home. So old boy is going to be sitting in his seat, looking at his team. No effort again.
I'll tell you who the real winner is. It's the owner, Vivek, because, you know, the record, they're not paying the electric bill for many games. They're not lighting many beams. So, you know, they're saving money in the electric.
Yeah, the electric bill is good.
It's actually manageable, yeah.
Yeah, the electric bill is very much manageable. All right. Last game on the docket, 10:30 p.m. Whew, Jesus Christ. On the East Coast, we've got the Houston Rockets on the road going to play the Los Angeles Clippers. Rockets are laying 7.5. 219.5 is total. Injury report. And we have for the Houston Rockets, yeah, pretty clean injury report. It just says Dorian Finney-Smith and Fred VanVleet, as we already know. Zubac is out for 3 weeks with that ankle injury. I believe it was 3 weeks.
People got so focused on the Luka injury in the same game, people did not even realize that Zubac is going to miss a month.
Which is really going to hurt, though.
He's been arguably their best player. Like, he's been very good.
Yeah.
He's arguably the only player on the team with trade value left, but he's out. So get ready to learn Brook Lopez, buddy. In 2020.
And it's like now you gotta go and you gotta play, you know, all the height and size that this Rockets team has. You gotta find something to feel good about yourself to go out there and compete. Like at this point, your only hope, because I know the rest of the league talks about it with the Rockets, your only hope is to get them in a close game and to be competitive in the final minutes of the fourth quarter.
For the record, though, the first meeting, the Rockets did win by 2, so they actually did win a close game against this team.
The one time that they won.
It was 12 days ago. I have to mention it, though, because Zubac in that game had 33 points on a 13 of 14 shooting. So he was fantastic, and now he's not available. So you go from him who missed 1 shot in the entire game to Brook Lopez, who by comparison in that same game had 0 points. So I'm not picking the Clippers. I think Zubac is an invaluable piece of that team.
I think you're still, honestly, anybody that is betting the Clippers right now, I think is probably delusional.
That's fair. Houston really should bury him with no Zubac. What are you supposed to do? I mean, Şengün, even with Zubac playing, had 22 and 15 in that same game. You have Adams off the bench. You have Jabari Smith who can rebound as well. The boards are going to be disgusting. We know Lopez never rebounds. I like Houston in this game.
Yeah, I would alt spread this.
And Houston should be annoyed. Lost to New Orleans. You almost lost to the Clippers. Like, this is a solid, we should kill this team. The Clippers might not score over 100 in this game. They might not.
Like, what are we're going to see a James Harden, Brook Lopez pick and roll? Like, please get out of here.
No, the argument is Lopez is going to pop, and you hope you can create more room in the paint. But you still have Amon. You still have good defensive players on ball. And the Clippers' effort, we know, is not there. Lopez can't run the floor. They'll still get killed in transition.
Maybe take a shot on Brook Lopez threes because I wouldn't respect him. I would let him hit it. And I wouldn't respect it at all. So maybe if you want a random prop that you can go out there and lock in on for the people that want to lock in on that, a Brook Lopez 3 prop could probably sell me because I promise you I wouldn't respect it. Like, whatever. James Harden is literally like, that is the way you lose this. If James Harden just has some crazy game. Yeah, that's the way that they're in this game. So,
or Kawhi is a random 30 piece, but Houston did a good job defensively against those two last time out. Yeah. I actually bet this game overnight. Instead of taking the Rockets, I actually took the Clippers team total under at 107.5. Yeah. They have been playing some really low scoring games lately, and Zubac is objectively solid. And now with Lopez being past his prime, I'll dare him to score. Give me the Clippers team total under 107.5.
All right. Dog, we didn't play it all episode, but I don't even think we really had did we even have a good reason to? No.
I mean the biggest spread was 10.5, and
we didn't agree. So. We didn't agree on Philly and the 70s. I mean the Philly and Brooklyn. We
have the Knicks. We could have played it for Detroit. Detroit would have been the one we played it for, but it's fine.
Yeah, we'll just double up.
Yeah,
because we definitely could have played it for Detroit for sure. So we'll double up here. We're on the Rockets and we're on the Pistons, laying the big number with both. Hey, if you got a chase at the end of the day, don't think that's a bad little two-leg chase parlay. I'm just saying.
Cody's got the chalk.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you on under. I don't think the Rockets are going to go run the score up, but I just think that is going to be the fact that the Clippers aren't going to be able to score at all.
Yeah.
Under Clippers today. Calling it. Okay. Block, dog, underdog, and we get out of here. Long episode, 14 games.
Do you want to switch it up this time? Change up the mojo?
Give me one more bad day. If I got one more bad day, we'll switch it up. But
all right, we'll just ask him.
I trust you've been good, and so I don't. That's the crazy thing with the mojo change. It's like both of us have to be bad for a mojo change. So we'll keep it going.
All right. For my lock, I'll actually go back to the last game. I think Zubac is a really good player, and he's not available. Houston won a close game last time out. I see a bad matchup. I am going to go with Houston. I'll go with the minus, I believe 7.5 is the best line now. I want to see if there's any 6.5. I know it was 6.5 overnight, but I'll take that. Let me just see quickly. I see 6.5 minus 130. It's fine. I'll take the 7. Give me Houston minus 7, which is minus 119. I'll take that as my lock for the show. Yes, the Clippers are at home, but I do not trust that front court at all. They're going to get killed on the glass in that game. For my dog, you know what? It worked for me last episode, and I'll go for something a bit consistent. I will take the Pelicans, but I am questioning if I want to go for the money line or the alt spread. I'll go alt spread instead because Cleveland's involved in a bunch of close games, even when they win. Give me Pelicans plus 6.5, plus 150 as my dog.
All right. I am not going to make the same mistake I made yesterday. I want to give out more bets. I might do a bonus lock. We might have to do a bonus lock here.
My honorable mention was Giddy triple double at 4-1. That's my long shot.
Okay. I really, really love New Orleans. New Orleans plus 9.5. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to give out something else. New Orleans plus 9.5. I just think as good as New Orleans has been ATS and how horrible Cleveland has been ATS, and the fact that Cleveland can't play defense and New Orleans has actual offensive players that can go out. The amount of people that can have a good game against Cleveland Cavaliers is astronomical in this one. It could be Zion. It could be Derek Queen. It could be Trey Murphy. It could be Jordan Poole. It could be even Jeremiah Fears.
They've won 5 straight games. Back the hot hand.
Plus 9.5. I'll take it. Lock. Dog.
I'm trying to think of any dogs that you actually liked.
Lakers plus 198.
Okay.
On the money line, get it done. I'm a believer in the big Austin Reeves game. Both of these two teams have played twice this season already. They both won on the road. It's 1-1. I think that the energy is going to be here. Lakers going to play up. And the Lakers, honestly, truly, if I'm being honest, the Lakers have been very, decent.
Yeah.
I don't want to,
they don't play any defense at all, but the offense is good.
And, they just keep finding ways to win games.
Yeah.
If you look at the numbers for the Lakers, they are very, okay. It's very okay. There's certain spots where you're like, oh, all right, that's good. But, then there's other, like you said with the defense, but they find ways to win games.
They have playoff problems, but they can still win regular season games.
Yeah, and I think that's what this is. So give me the Lakers get their 20th win. Lakers on the money line. Get it done on the road.
Cool.
And then, yeah, I do like if all of this doesn't work, I'm gonna chase with the Pistons and the Rockets on the spread at the end of the night because super chalk to end the slate on the end of the day. But it's gonna be fine because we would have got a good amount of dogs. I think we're on Utah. Oh, make sure you guys play Utah today. I don't have to talk about that.
I don't think I made the criteria for the dog play, but
yeah, it probably didn't either. So Utah, LA, New York. I like Dallas, Chicago, New Orleans. There's Toronto. There's a lot of dog opportunities in the beginning part of the slate where the last two games can be super chalk. So I like for you gave out the Josh Giddey triple double. I will give out the matter of fact, just take both the Pistons and the Rockets to win by 11 plus. I know that that's an option somewhere.
Yeah,
both of them to win by 11 plus. There you go.
I can pull that up if you want to while we talk underdog.
Underdog. Well,
it's a back to back. I get it, but do you want to just run back Anthony Davis?
Yeah, I really think this is I think it's gonna transfer over. I think because it's a back to back, that's probably the best option. And if he doesn't play, cool, void.
Yeah, or he plays one half and gets injured, still voids. So
yeah. It's a free roll. At this point, Anthony Davis is a free roll.
I think he's gonna have a solid game. So I still think Denver wins, but I think he has a solid game.
24.5 higher.
Okay.
Let's see. Look, they already know. They have Reeves up here at 28.5. They know Reeves is going for 30 today. I don't even want to play that. They've sucked the opportunity out of it.
Something in that New Orleans and Cleveland game.
New Orleans and Cleveland. I listed off. I think that's my only issue is that it's so many people for New Orleans that can have a good game today.
Yeah. Well, Zion's questionable, so we'll see if he plays or not, which does open up the door for maybe more Murphy or more Queen.
Queen's at 14.5. Murphy's at 20.5.
14.5 for Queen does feel kind of low, doesn't it?
27.5 for points, rebounds, and assists.
Okay.
With potentially no Mobley on the other side because Mobley didn't play the last game.
No, Mobley is out. Mobley's been out for a couple of weeks.
So
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the
Queen.
PRA.
All right, Queen, PRA, and then one more.
We need something in this Bulls-Hawks game. Total's 252.5. You want to go Jalen Johnson? PRA?
I swear I was about to say no. I wouldn't do PR. I'll just do points or PR because Trey's gonna steal the assist.
Okay, that works.
So points or PR?
We'll go with PR.
All right.
He had 11 rebounds the last game. That's fine.
37.5.
Right.
Honestly, he might have 30 by himself.
He could.
He's that good. Jalen Johnson is really, really good.
He's the best player on the team.
Easily. Jalen Johnson higher 37.5 points and rebounds. Derek Queen higher 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I don't think the gap between I do think Jalen Johnson is extremely good, but with how Derek Queen has been playing, I think that the Queen line is so off. I think he should at this point be into the 30s at his PRA consistently.
Well, they run the offense through him, especially if Zion's not going to play.
Yeah. And then Anthony Davis higher 24.5 points. Add that all together, 6.3x $100 gets you $630 over there. Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN.
By the way, last point, I did pull up the parlay you wanted. Rockets 11 plus, Pistons 11 plus 320.
Oh, I like it. I'll take it. Nice little plus 320 for something that I feel is automatic. All right. Anything else for people before we get out of here, Scott?
Not really. Won an African soccer play this morning that I tweeted out, so feels pretty good. There you go. Shout out to Senegal.
The amount of different sports that Scott watches never ceases to amaze me. All right. He's at Russia Radio. I'm at really __. Make sure you give us a follow on X at SGPN NBA on X as well. YouTube.com/NBA Gambling Podcast. Make sure you give us a 5-star rating review wherever you get your podcast. Appreciate all the love, all the support. Chat was moving. Happy holidays to all.
Sorry, one update. In case you did not notice, there are no NBA games tomorrow.
No.
So we will be having an episode for Christmas.
Yes.
But it will not be normal time.
It will not.
It will probably end up being Wednesday night, but there are no NBA games tomorrow, so there will be no morning episode tomorrow. We're going to do the Christmas Day game episodes Wednesday at some point.
Yep.
That's the update.
There we go. And with that, that is it. Nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to end like this. We are out of here.